up everyone, I'm Ashley and this is Ashley Talks Movies. Welcome to my channel. Some really big news coming out of Disney today involving its long-delayed Mulan film. But before I get into all the details about that, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my videos, and also hit that notification bell so you get notified every time a new video is posted. So back to the big Disney Mulan news. Starting from the beginning, earlier today, Disney released its third quarter earnings results. And the results basically gave a better glimpse at how the pandemic has been affecting Disney's businesses, particularly the theme parks, which took a $3.5 billion hit, mostly because the parks were closed during that quarter. The one of the bright spots, I should say, for Disney in the earnings report was Disney Plus, its streaming service. As of yesterday, according to Disney CEO Bob Chapek, Disney Plus had surpassed 60.5 million paid subscribers worldwide. It's not surprising considering a lot of people are still stuck at home because of the pandemic and are looking for other means to watch new content. And Disney Plus is priced lower than some of its competitors, so it's an option for people. But the big news, the news that's trending, the news that everybody's talking about that came out of this earnings report, out of this earnings release, is the fact that Disney has decided that Mulan is going to be released on Disney Plus in the US on September 4th. Yeah, Disney has decided to go the streaming route with Mulan. Now, there's a catch. It's going to be at a premium price. So it's going to cost you $29.99 on top of your Disney Plus subscription to watch Mulan. So yeah, that's huge news, right? Disney has decided to go the streaming route with Mulan, and they're taking a different approach with it. Again, the $29.99 is going to be on top of the Disney Plus subscription, which is a little different than some other studios have. It's different than the route that other studios have taken. Like Universal famously released Trolls on demand, but it was for $19.99, and it was on multiple video-on-demand platforms, not one that was just exclusive to Universal, right? It was on like Fandango and Vudu. Mulan is only going to be available on Disney Plus in that regard. So obviously Disney is trying to recoup money for not having the movie play exclusively in theaters, right? But also, too, this is a game changer because other studios haven't had an added price to a film that they've put on their own streaming service. So that's different. And who knows? I mean, studios could be watching what Disney does to see if they maybe want to do something similar. Also, too, it's interesting, the timing of Mulan hitting streaming. So Mulan's going to hit streaming on September 4th. And if you've been paying attention to the film release slate as of late, with all the shuffling, it's kind of hard to keep up with a lot of the dates. That is around the same time that Warner Brothers plans to release Tenet in theaters. Yeah, Tenet is supposed to be released in theaters on September 3rd. And Disney's going to release Mulan on Disney Plus on September 4th. So you're going to have these two. So will people either go to the theater and watch Tenet or stream Mulan? Granted, I do feel like there's different audiences for either of those movies. I want to see both of these movies, so I'm in both of those groups. But Mulan is more for families, right? And then Tenet is a different demographic, I feel like. But it's just interesting the timing of Mulan coming out on Disney Plus. So yeah, I think that was a shock. The news that Mulan was coming out on Disney Plus was a shock for a lot of people because many people didn't expect that to happen. I honestly didn't expect it to happen just because I didn't see Disney doing it because the movie cost so much money to make. But with them releasing it on Disney Plus and saying that you have to pay the $29.99 for it, it makes sense to me now. Will people pay the $30? That's been some of the discussion online just shortly after the announcement. A lot of people are saying it's too steep. Some people say it's a really good price. I mean, again, it just depends on the individual or the family. If you're a family of 4 that would go to the theaters to watch Mulan, but you can't go to the theater to watch Mulan either because the movie theater's not open, or it's not available in the theater where you are, or you're nervous about returning to the theater, $30 is a lot cheaper than what you would pay for a family of 4 to go see a movie with tickets and or concession, right? So I think it's just gonna be really interesting to see how this plays out. Will people be willing to pay that extra $30 to watch this movie from home? And how will that return look for Disney? It's going to be really interesting. I mean, because Universal did something similar with Trolls. I mean, it didn't have an additional charge on a subscription service. It offered it on demand, bypassing the theaters, and famously got into a little dispute with AMC Theaters. But it did make, was it $32 million or something in the first 3 weeks that it was released on demand. So I imagine a lot of people are going to be looking at Mulan's numbers to see how well it does in terms of that. I know a lot of people are probably worried about movie theaters with Disney going this route, but make no mistake, this is not going to be some viable option for studios for a while. I mean, they make so much money from movie theaters, right? I mean, they make billions of dollars off of ticket sales at movie theaters. So they want the movie theaters to be reopened. They want movie theaters to release, to have, they want to release their movies in theaters. There's no way they're going to make billions of dollars off of on-demand releases. They're just not. So this is not signaling the demise of theaters by any means. It's just the current situation calls for some adjustments. So yeah, so that was the big news. Mulan is coming to Disney Plus. So let me know what you think about the news in the comment section below. Will you pay the $30 to watch Mulan on top of your Disney Plus subscription? Or will you wait until it's just available free on Disney Plus, or maybe a cheaper rental on some other platform, if that even happens? I don't know. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. While you're here, like this video, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe.